What's up, YouTube? This is Damon, aka the world's worst magician, and today I'll be bringing you a look at the Dex Days by Dan and Dave. So you may be wondering, what are Dex Days and why do I care? So this whole piece, I'll kind of explain that in a second. So if you're not familiar with what a Dex Day is, I have some inside of this box. So basically you insert them on the sides. Let me make sure I focus for you. So here's one, and then here's the other. So what they are is just small pieces of aluminum that basically it just makes it so it's hard to crush the sides. And the whole purpose behind that is if you're putting this deck in your pockets or in a box or wherever you're putting them, if there's weight on them and pressure, you know that tucks, they're just made out of paper. So there is the possibility that you could totally crush this box and, just have it misshapen. So if you want to protect against that, you put the Dex Days in there, and what it does is makes the sides to where they can't compress. So you could still kind of, you could wreck the middle of this box by scratching up or something like that, but it's not gonna completely crush due to the fact that you have these Dex Days kind of giving the box a little more dexterity. So you would use these if you carry a deck of cards around with you constantly for, just magic in the streets or whatever, just to help protect your cards. Sort of like a card clip would be. If you use the Dex Days and a card clip, basically your box is almost indestructible, right? So let's take a look at this and what it is. So what you have here is the top part is basically just an advertisement. So after you rip it off, you're going to have this left over. And these two right here, and it's actually pretty tough metal. So you have to bend them back and forth to snap these out of there, and then once they're snapped out, then you have these two individual Dex Days that you can put in there. And it does come with the sticky side, so that what you're supposed to do is actually stick it to the box so that it has a good hold. I don't really want to do that, so these are not actually stuck in there. And I will say it makes it a little more difficult just because that little bit of extra, like that percentage of a millimeter that these add. Tuck boxes are made, to where they're almost exactly the size of the card. So even that little bit on these makes this a really snug fit. So just a heads up in case you're like me and you didn't want to stick it so that you can use it in, multiple card boxes. So, the product, it works good. Like I said, it's pretty tough. It is a little bit flexible. So you can see here that it's not hard to bend it in this fashion, but, from the side, if you're trying to squeeze it, like I'm squeezing it pretty hard right now, and it's not moving. So, lengthwise, yes, but this way, no. And that's basically the way that you're worried about. Really, the only negative that I have about this, and maybe Dan and Dave, if either one of you or a representative of your company actually watches my videos, I just kind of wanted to know why this part is necessary. So, for the width, it seems like you could actually get two more and have 4 Dex Days instead of 2 Dex Days and something that I'm just going to throw away. So yeah, if somebody could give me an explanation on that, that would be awesome, because to me it seems like, just from a consumer standpoint, you would rather just get 2 more of these, even if you had to pay an extra $1 or whatever, or actually should be the same price since, it's actually the same size. So yeah, if I could get an explanation on that, that's really my only negative about these. But yeah, other than that, it feels good. When I put it in the box, it feels completely solid because you have the cards in there as well that are helping out, and then it's just helping from crushing the sides of the box. So I'll leave a link in the description to where you can pick these up if you want to start protecting your cards. And yeah, if a representative from Dan and Dave could let me know, why we have this top piece, I would greatly appreciate it. And yeah, so that's your look at Dex Days and why they matter to you. All right, see ya. Well, I hope you liked that review. And if you have any questions, magic tricks, or decks that you want to see reviewed, go ahead and leave a comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as possible. As always, I would greatly appreciate it if you would click that like button and subscribe for any future reviews. All right,